east of 7 Hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend. This is the award-winning News 20 at 5 Live.
Good evening and welcome to News 20 at 5. I'm Taylor Bishop.
And I'm Brea Baker. And Florida A&M University has announced a new dean of the College of Education, Dr. Tracy L. Taylor. Taylor currently serves as Dean and Professor of Education in the College of Education at Bowie State University in Bowie, Maryland. Taylor is credited with building an environment supporting student and faculty efforts and building a culture of assessment in the College of Education and across the university. Provost Marcella David, who announced the news, said Dean Taylor is exactly what FAMU's College of Education needs. Taylor will begin her post as the new dean starting January of 2016.
And Tallahassee is one of the cities that has opted to ban the box. The nationwide campaign started by the National Employment Law Project, along with other civil rights groups, has asked employers to remove the box that asks if an applicant has a criminal record. Multimedia journalist Brea Baker has more.
The city of Tallahassee, under the leadership of Mayor Andrew Gillum, decided earlier this year to ban the box for those applying to city jobs, making it easier for ex-offenders who have served their time and repaid their debt to society to re-enter the workforce without the initial plague of their criminal history. Leon County resident Leo Hillman believes that banning the box is necessary in order to provide all applicants with an equal opportunity.
Criminal justice in this country is nonsense. It's nonsense. It's race and class-based.
Dr. Elmira Mangum, Florida A&M University president, has decided to implement the Ban the Box initiative as a part of her new platform for FAMU Forward. More than 100 counties and cities have adopted what is known as Ban the Box, which allows an employer to get to know its candidate without the stigma of a past conviction. Mangum hosted a national Ban the Box forum featuring Judge Greg Mathis at the College of Law in Orlando, Florida last week. The purpose of the national forum was to stimulate the discussion in the academic community. Judge Greg Mathis, who is also an ex-offender, is in full support of the initiative.
If one is inclined to commit a crime, they're not going to be more protected because they've been allowed into the workplace.
Although the box may be banned on a city level, private-owned businesses can still opt to keep the box as a part of their initial application screening. Brea Baker, FAMU News 20 at 5.
Michelle Connor, an employment assistant at the Leon County Workforce Plus Center, says that removing the box has alleviated frustrations of many applicants who are ex-offenders. And the Florida Senate will be meeting this week, and one of the topics being discussed is the handling of funds for the state's only charity drive that involves state employees. Live in the studio, we have Janelle Floyd with more. Janelle?
The Florida Department of Management Services will be meeting with lawmakers to discuss the handling of the Florida State Employees Charitable Campaign. The fall campaign ended with less than $600,000 compared to $4 million raised in previous years. This makes their lowest total since 1982. The meeting will be held tomorrow at the Senate Office Building. I'm Janelle Floyd, live in the studio. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Janelle. Renovations to the Tallahassee Doubletree Hotel by Hilton are almost complete. The Doubletree's common areas, including the exterior, are now open and finished. The work to upgrade the 16-story, 243-room hotel began in 2010 and is slated to finish in 2017. According to an agenda for the development and the review committee, the company wants to add a 17th story, building a rooftop lounge. John Thomas Burnett, a principal at Inkbridge, said the rooftop lounge will be similar to level 8 at Hotel Duval, as he hopes the Doubletree will be considered a luxury destination for visitors.
And recent Community Redevelopment Agency meeting along with County Commission, a proposed arts initiative could be on its way to the capital city. Multimedia journalist Travis Milton has the story.
Arts and vibrant scenery have now become a part of the culture here in the capital city of the Sunshine State. The Community Redevelopment Agency, along with the County Commission, have proposed an arts initiative that can bring in more places that Tallahassee residents enjoy, like Tallahassee's Cascades Park and the Smoky Hollow Commemoration. Roxanne Manning, executive director of the CRA, says that the Tourist Development Council receives tax dollars specifically for the arts and art culture to fund initiatives such as this one.
The Tourist Development Council has approximately $5 million in bed tax money that has to be expended specifically for arts, culture, and heritage uses. They will be located within either CRA district, that's the downtown or the Frenchtown South Side. We're also looking to our partners like Coca, Lemoyne, the other art galleries to see what they can help us with and give us some guidance on those art uses.
With the new proposed arts initiative here in Tallahassee made by the CRA, there can be a new addition to this map. Residents of Tallahassee say that they enjoy Cascades Park and things like it, but are quite unsure what the dollars will be used to build here in town.
Well, I think it should help. I'm not exactly sure how, but I think it will help. Cascade Parks is great. They needed something in this area just to, I don't know, fill the void. I guess it was kind of empty around here, but this kind of helps.
The CRA has not yet decided how the money will be used, but talks about another amphitheater for theatrical arts and plays are in the discussion. For News 20 at 5, I'm Travis Milton.
And the plans will be further discussed in their next meeting on December 10th.
The Tallahassee Police Department is asking for public assistance in identifying a suspect involved in a robbery at a local bank that occurred Friday afternoon. The suspect, a white male wearing a construction hat, long-sleeved shirt, blue jeans, tool belt, and mask, entered the Envision Credit Union branch located off of Appleyard Drive. He handed the teller a note implying he had a weapon and demanded money. The suspect obtained an undisclosed amount of money before fleeing the scene. If you have any information, please contact the Tallahassee Police Department at 850-891-4200.
Shakoria, what can we look forward to in today's weather?
Well, Taylor, today was such a beautiful day, but we may have a little switch up later on in the week.
Stay tuned, you're watching News 20 at 5.
So on Wednesday, we'll have mostly cloudy skies. Our high is going to be in the 60s and the low will be in the 49s. And on Friday, for those traveling to Orlando and for the Florida Classic, you'll have sunny skies during your commute. The high will be 72 and the low will be 52. And that's all for your weather today. Now back to you all at the desk.
So, Travis, what can we expect in sports after the break?
Well, Berea, we'll see if the FAMU Rattlers were able to pull off a win over the weekend against Morgan State. That and more next in sports. Stay tuned, you're watching News 20 at 5. Welcome back to News 20 at 5. I'm Travis Milton with your sports. It was another tough weekend for the Florida A&M University Rattler football team. The Rattlers fell 21-7 to the Morgan State University Bears on Saturday. The Rattlers had a total of 133 total yards compared to the Bears' 177 going into the half. By the time the game clock hit 00, the Bears had tripled their yardage with 540 and added 2 touchdowns, while the Rattlers were only able to add 63 total yards. The Rattlers will head down to Orlando this weekend to play in the annual Florida Blue Florida Classic game against their conference rival, Bethune-Cookman University. That's all we have in sports. Back to you at the desk.
The first ever Tally Barber battle was held Sunday at the Grasslands Brewing Company. The Chop, Metro Barber, Renegade, and Living in the Cut barbershops came together to compete with and against each other for the best barbershop, giving out the best haircuts in Tallahassee. The barbershops partnered with the Kearney Center and the Tallahassee Leon Shelter, giving 4 men haircuts and grooming services needed from transitioning from shelter life back into the world. The event offered a look at local shops around Tallahassee as well as Lively Technical School and the North Florida Cosmetology School.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. For this evening, for Shakoria and Travis, I'm Berea Baker. Thanks for watching News 20 at 5.